Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. This is Ghost Story 38, and today I have another NECA Gargoyles figure review. Today I will be looking at the Hudson Figure, who has a very strong place in the Gargoyles Dark Ages comic book. He was voiced by the late great Ed Asner, who passed away, I believe, sadly, a couple years ago. He will be missed. And looking at his figure of this character here today, really beautiful um, box art, as always. We have him here on the side, and has another side portrait here. And then here's the back of his box. Of course, we have a few product shots. Still missing the Bronx figure. I need to get that one. I'm trying to find the Silver Falcon Broadway. But other than that, I have most of the others right now. Of course, Goliath and Demona I already looked at already. Same thing with Brooklyn. And just to look at the inside of the packaging real quick, here's of course one of the other main product shots, and we get some interior on the figure here. And so give me a minute, folks. I will get this figure opened up for you, and we will get this review underway. If you like this type of content and what I'm doing, be sure to click that like, comment below your favorite gargoyle. It can be anyone from the show. And we'll be right back. And we are back, folks. He is finally out of the packaging, thankfully. Getting on to the accessories first before talking about the figure. Of course, we have his alternate head here. You just have to pop it off and peg it into the bottom here. It's the white eyes from when they wake up in stone. They all growl before their eye colors change. I probably won't be displaying him with this one as much, but it's obviously there for those that want to do it. His most iconic thing about him, when he's not with Bronx, is his sword here. It has some very nice detailing on it. There's also a few scratches and dents into the blade itself to show its wear and use. I like the design he has on his sword here, and there's also like a finish on it, so depending on where it's at in light, it almost like it shines a little bit, but that's just me. At least that's what I think anyway. Handle here has some brown leather wrapping around it, at least painted on for detail. It's a really nice weapon, and it fits into the character's band here. You can actually fit it to have it go any direction, but you can have it go this way, or you can put it the opposite direction. It's basically just however you want to display it. That's his sword here. He comes with two open clawed hands here. One for the right hand and left hand. He has a open cupping hand, like he's holding something. It's not, I mean, I guess he could hold the sword, but it's not done very well, so I don't know what he's supposed to hold with this. Maybe a TV remote or something, because I know he sits in the chair. Or maybe you could have it, if you're good with 3D printing, you can, maybe he's holding onto the armrest, or actually, looking at the back of the box, no, that's the gripping hand. That's just with one of the open palms, and he's just touching Bronx. But he has the open cupped hand when he's holding with the hand with the other one. He's holding a sword. So I don't know, hard to say. Maybe if this line is successful enough and they do an accessory pack, maybe they'll have some stuff for it. And then of course you have his fisted hands that he can use to hold the sword here. With this one here, you just pop it in here with this one. It's a bit of a tighter grip. And then the other one here is a bit more open. This one slides in also like that. So he has two hands to hold his sword. Yeah. So, yeah. And then, of course, the tails, they are all on, as with the others, they're all on a bendy wire, so for display or posability. But as you can see, he stands up fine, just fine on his own. And then, of course, the wings. I like some of the detail on these, how he has on side of the veins or the scales, he has the tears and chips in his wings to obviously denote his age, and of course how long he's been around, the many battles he's probably been in, because he was the leader, and then after he retired from his fight with the Archmages, how he got the scar on his eye is how he chose Goliath as his second. And then looking at the figure himself, the first thing I noticed here was on his right, my right, but if you turn it around, the figure's left, his pauldrons, and even I noticed some back here as well. It almost, I thought originally it was like paint chipping, because of how long it's been in the box and hasn't been opened yet, but it's a light gray metallic paint supposed to indicate battle damage and weathering, because I tried to look at it off camera here to see if it was like some paint chipping, but no, it's actually painted on. It's supposed to represent or reflect like battle damage. So there's that. Posability and joint movements I've talked about with the other figures, so it's the same thing with these. The only difference is with Hudson, unlike the others, his head rotation, you can't have him looking up and down and whatnot because of his hair, but he can look about one way, that direction, and he's kind of limited as far as head, but the arms, because of the shoulder pads here, his bracers, can only go so far that way, but they can, of course, go up a little bit. Double joint at the elbow, once you can either warm it up or get it moving, but I got it into a bit of a joint there. Leg can go up about that high and about that far back, and it is a single joint at the knee. Foot can go about back that far, forward that far, and he has a toe bend. You can bend the toe itself up that high, and other than that, it just straightens back out. There are peg holes on the bottom of these feet like with the others, so if you have a figure stand, you can put them on there. But other than that, I believe best thing I believe is you pose it right, you'll get him to stand up pretty well. I kind of mostly just left him a little bit alone, so he stands up pretty well on his own. So now I'll pause the video here and I'll show you what he looks like with some of his accessories and the wings attached. So give me a sec, I will be right back. And here what it looks like towards the end of the video with his wings on and some of his accessories. I put his sword back in his hand and I switched one of the alternate hand sculpts. And I had to adjust the wings a little bit, because I couldn't get them into the full frame of the camera because they are so long. And as you can see, this takes up a bit of space when they are on the shelf, especially if you have all of them with open wings. So that's why it's easier to have them with the folded wings. And I'll do a size comparison here real quick towards the end of the video. Since you've seen the Goliath, but that's just one to want to look at the Hudson video, and then, or Hudson Figure, and then here in just a sec I will do a size comparison with some of the other Manhattan Clan gargoyles, so stick around for that. And here at the very end of our video I have a size comparison for you with some of the other Manhattan Clan. Here he is on the right next to Goliath. He stands about, moving the arm down so it has side to side here. They stand about the same height, although Hudson might be a little bit. If he didn't have the shoulder pieces here on the top, he might be about standing shoulder to shoulder with Goliath, although obviously Goliath's height a little bit because of his feet and the hair makes him just a little bit taller. And then, of course, as we can see, standing next to Brooklyn, he is definitely head and shoulders above him. And of course, obviously, Lexington would be the smallest. So yeah, other than that, folks, that's about the end of the video. If you liked this kind of content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know your favorite figure out of this line so far, and with any luck, I will be seeing you guys again with another Gargoyles video, or Gargoyles figure video, here before long. I'll probably be looking at either maybe Angela or one of the other human characters, Xanatos or Elisa. Or I might be trying to track down Bronx. I found him somewhere. I just need to make sure my local comic shop might still have him or not. If not, I know for sure I did find him at my local Target here in town. And I very much look forward to the next couple figures they have during this video, or for videos in this line. Of course, I still have to cover Thalog whenever I can find him. Coldstone, whenever he comes out. Macbeth, very much looking forward to having him in my collection. And just seeing whatever else they do with this line. From the Toy Fair, when they had the display with all the figures, they showed one of Angela's clan, Gabriel. So I'll be curious to see when he gets his release. But I'm just getting sidetracked a little bit. Until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this Hudson video. Do all those normal YouTube things. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Take care.